Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Hope you're all ready for this one. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
The cannons of the pirate ship ready to fire in the north end zone. We can only be one place. Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa, the home of the Buccaneers. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Oates in here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
We are about set for some football, and it's Joey Sly to kick things off. And off we go from Tampa. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Tampa Bay offense set to work for the first time in this one. And they're led by the #1 overall pick back in 2018. Greg, it is Baker Mayfield at quarterback.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
And you'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
On 3rd down, it's Irving. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Buccaneers getting their punter out there. Back deep for New England, Demario Douglas. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The New England offense getting ready to go to work here. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
You hear people talk about it all the time, and it's especially true, Mike, for young rookie quarterbacks, is just the speed of the game. They had a lot of success in college. They were probably the best player on their team, but just everything is faster. Everything happens with a little more urgency. The quarterbacks at the young age that can make that transition the quickest, everything else then tends to slow down.
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down. And the first carry for Antonio Gibson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. First carry for Ramondre Stevenson. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
A couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down? So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Open man, Demario Douglas. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. May to the air once more. Has completed to Douglas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's May again. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. May to throw again. That one taken in by Douglas. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the first down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On first down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. And he's going to be taken down.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Drake May. Touchdown, New England. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Joey Sly on now for the point after. The kick is good, and the Patriots will take a 7-0 lead. the touchdown. Here's Slide to kick it away. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Buccaneers offense ready now for their second drive. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That pass complete to the veteran, Sterling Shepard. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
1 quarter in the books. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mayfield. And the reception for Chris Godwin. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Baker gonna give it to Irving. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. This pass is caught by Cade Otton. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
They'll run with Irving. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They send Godwin in motion. A 2nd down throw from Mayfield. A pass pulled in by Irving. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. And and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
Coming into the game, this is something defensively you have to be aware of. If this quarterback gets a chance and he sees some daylight, he's going to try to take it in on his own. But not in this case. They were quick to react, stop him short. Now brings up 3rd and goal.
Look at this. They go with their tight end on 3rd down. Good blocking, and he's in. Keep. Touchdown, Tampa.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense ready for their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From out of the gun, here's May. He's got his man, Keyshawn Butte. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Throwing on 3rd down is May. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
To throw again is May. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
On 4th down, Bryce Baringer out to punt for New England. Back deep for the Bucs, their speedster Trey Palmer. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Mayfield. Open man, the tight end, Keith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. They send Evans in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's gotta be a gotta-have-it best play call. Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter and get started with 1st and 10. Throwing is May. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Here's May. He's found his receiver, Butte. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. First and 10. Now, May. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. To throw on first down is May. All in by the tight end, Henry. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. The spot is at their own 49, making this a 61-yard attempt. So, one touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. And we get you across the state to Orlando. And check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. On the return, here comes Gibson. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Low-scoring game, all tied. Third quarter, and a touchdown here could go a long way. See if they can get it on this drive. 1st and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
On the give, this is Stevenson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
And the Patriots ready to kick it away. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And he'll get a few yards on this return, up past the 15-yard line. The Bucs offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here comes Otten in motion. On 2nd down, Baker. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He finds his tight end, Keith. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 6. One of the tight ends motions right. Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a 1st down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. He keeps it himself. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down. They continue to roll, continue to move the chains. That was a gain of 15.
A quarterback who can extend the play with his legs, Mike, is just such a key element to today's modern offenses. You can see there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, but he decides to turn into a runner, picks up a great gain, and ultimately a first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's been a really nice drive they've been able to put together, Mike, and I think the key word is balance. Not having to rely too heavily on either the run or the pass. Continue to mix it up, going back and forth. Keep the defense off balance. A lot of success.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one is caught by Shepard. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
He is in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and good. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return is Jermichael Hasty. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Patriots offense ready to take over possession of the football. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
16 yards on the game and a quick first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan, because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons. He can spread the ball out and find the open space.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Open man, the tight end, Hooper. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. flags come in. Looks like movement up front. And third down just became a lot tougher. So a much more difficult scenario now. It is 3rd and 10. To throw now, May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. From out of the gun, here's May. That is caught, and he's in. To Mario Douglas. Touchdown, Patriots. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? Now an opening past the 30. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Buccaneers offense back onto the field for their next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with 1st down. A give. This is Irving. And he'll get this only up to about the 33-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Right back to Irving. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Receiver in motion, going right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Mayfield. Number 14 with a pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
You get in these situations, 3rd down, tie game, 4th quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You are going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these 3rd down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Sending a receiver right. Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. A short one there to Otten. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. Here's third down and a few inches. Now Mayfield. This is caught at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the fourth quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now that pressure shifts to your defense, your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
McLaughlin now for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Buccaneers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Patriots offense about ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Stevenson. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
On second down, here's a run with Stevenson. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. On 3rd and a yard, here's May. That one to the veteran Hooper. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now, 2nd and 4. They'll drop to throw. He's got his big tight end, Henry. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Here's second down. Here's May again. That is caught. And the Patriots are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And now after that big completion, Mike, they can't panic yet. They're not into the mode where they're in desperation. They have 2 timeouts in their back pocket. Take a deep breath. Get your best first down play call to your quarterback. A field goal's not going to do it. They got to think touchdown all the way.
To throw again is May. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within 1, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in a fast 2-minute mode to try to win this game in regulation. Now I'm playing for overtime.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The extra point is good. A big one as we are tied late in this football game. Tie game. Still time to break that tie, though, as you see. Maybe run a 2-minute offense. And the kick's in the air. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense, and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Finding room at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. This is 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Wide open is the tight end. He's got this one. And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker can be a hero.
And he is going to be stuffed well behind the line of scrimmage. That play going absolutely nowhere. They'll come up now for 2nd down. They'll run here. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their second. The clock will stop with an even 20 seconds to go. Gonna need a big play now. Third down and long. They'll run. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
More often than not, Mike, when a team decides to keep the ball on the ground on a 3rd and long like this, typically the next play is either a punt or a field goal. But give credit here to this play caller. He saw something in the defense, gives the ball to his back, and he's able to pick up big yardage and the first down.
He'll get inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. And we are set for a great finish. Timeout, 2 seconds remaining in the game. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This to win the game. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their 3rd and final timeout. So we get to a pressure kick, and here's Chase McLaughlin. This one he's got to have. This kick is good. And the Bucs will take a 24-21 lead. So a win here for the Buccaneers. They get themselves into field goal range for one final shot. Kicker delivers. They avoid overtime and come away with a 3-point victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Buccaneers get the win as we say so long from Tampa.
Show me.